These days, unfortunately, knife crime is rarely out of the headlines, and as story after story emerges of tragedy and wasted lives, we're all left wondering what can be done about this. Indeed, is anyone doing anything about knife crime? Thankfully, the answer to that question is yes. Mark Prince is most certainly doing something. Mark, thank you for coming this evening to talk about knife crime. Actually, that's not true. For once, Mark, I'm going to do the talking. Will you come up here, please? In 2006, your 15-year-old son, Kiyan, was murdered in North London.
That's right.
I can't begin to think how a parent deals with that. What is astonishing is that many people would simply have buckled. You, on the other hand, have come out truly fighting, and you are inspirational. This is an electrifying story.
On May the 18th, at Kiyan's school, when he was actually leaving school, he actually saw one of his friends getting bullied.
Kiyan, being the great person that he was, stepped in to try and cool the situation down and to say, look, you know, just calm down.
As Kiyan turned his back to walk off, the guy jumped him from behind and stabbed him.
Everybody would love to have a child like that, you know, grade A student, keen footballer. He was the sort of young person that, you know, I think every mum and dad would have wanted.
I was really proud that Kiyan was playing with QPR. I mean, it's such a great achievement, and I know that Mark was really, really proud of Kiyan.
Of course, there was anger in the beginning and rage, and then after that, Mark said that he came to this place that allowed him to, you know, to grieve, and I think it made Mark much stronger. It gave him a focus in life.
Mark has taken a negative situation and used the negative energy in a positive way, and he's not allowed hatred or anger to dictate the rest of his life.
Mark's ideas for the foundations are basically to go into these inner city places that the young people haven't had a chance, and to give them a chance, to influence them in such a way that they move forward past this gang and knife culture.
We, at the moment, are doing workshops. We're going into different schools. It's really emotional to look down in the audience and see a whole school in an assembly hall crying their eyes out because they've actually been touched and they can identify with what Mark's saying.
I think he's a nice guy. I think that he really wants to help people, because if my son died, I wouldn't know what to do.
Maybe if that happened to me and my family, I wouldn't want to help kids. I think, why? Look what they've done. Why do I don't want to help them? But he's just been strong, and he's a good inspiration to everybody.
Mark wants to work with a program with fathers where we can encourage fathers to be more active in their children's life and see the difference that it can make.
Me and Mark had conversations, and I was telling Mark, I don't know how you managed to do it, Mark. And he said it's not easy. He says he still goes to the grave and cries. He says he's at home, and you know, sometimes he just breaks down. He turns his music up loud and just breaks down. It's absolutely devastated him.
I think the most powerful thing that I've experienced with Mark so far is sitting at the cemetery in front of Kiyan's grave and Mark saying, do you know what, Naf? The greatest thing that I could experience would be if I could get my son's murderer to come and work for the foundation.